All the way back in 1984, Russian software engineer Alexei Pajitnov created a simple game of stacking tiles. It was first made for the Electronika 60 computer. Many companies jumped on this and made their own version of Tetris, and there was a dispute in the late 80s over who had the right to the game. After a significant period of Nintendo making their own versions of the game, the rights were given back to Pajitnov in 1996, who co-founded the Tetris company with Henk Rogers to manage the licensing. Tetris established itself as one of the great early video games. It has sold, as of 2011, over 202 million copies, approximately 70 million physical units, and 132 million paid mobile game downloads, as of December 2011, making it one of the best-selling video game franchises of all time. The Game Boy version in particular is one of the best-selling video games in general. With over 35 million copies sold, the game is available on over 65 platforms, getting a Guinness World Record for the most ported video game title. Tetris is rooted within popular culture, and its popularity extends beyond the sphere of video games. That was from an article explaining the history of Tetris, and I believe that it was perfectly put. Tetris is one of the most legendary and most sold games out there. Many people still play it today, and it is solidified into the video game history as one of man's best creations. But why? Why is a simple game about stacking tiles so legendary? In this video, I hope to answer just that. In this section, I'll be talking about the basics or just general features that make the game special, the stuff that pretty much everybody can agree on. Tetris is a very simple game. With it being so simple and easy to learn / pick up, more people can play. I mentioned this in my What Makes Minecraft Great video. Games that are complicated usually have you go through a massive tutorial and whatnot, and it can be really frustrating. And to see a game like Tetris, simple, easy to use, and fun, not give you a tutorial is really nice. So it being simple makes it easy to jump right in and have some fun. Although the game is simple, it doesn't mean it isn't challenging, which it is. The challenge only adds to the fun in my mind. The challenge also opens up stuff like speed running or like the record winning part of the game, where people compete to get high scores. And in many cases, challenge keeps people coming back. Tetris has been introduced to a couple of new consoles in its life, 63 or so I believe. It being very accessible makes it easy to play, although the controls might have changed a bit over the years, and between the devices, it's still the fun, challenging, yet simple game we all know and love. It being on mobile allows you to go and play wherever you want, so that is really nice. Now on to the more personal, or less like all agreeable content. These may not be something you agree with as much as the other stuff, or hey, it might be switched around. And if you've made it this far into the video, feel free to leave a comment on the pinned comment for a chance to be in the next video. Thanks. Tetris is colorful. It's easy to like a nice, simple, easy to use yet challenging, colorful game, and Tetris fits all of that perfectly. The tiles are colorful, and if you can't fill each line, then you end up with a massive brick of wonderful colors, even though that's the last thing you want to see when playing Tetris. Tetris is just one of those games that brings back the good old days to many people. Whether it brings back the days of hanging out with old friends or family, a certain period or time in your life, whatever it is, Tetris is almost certain to bring it back. And for the last part, the music. This kind of ties into the nostalgia part. The music is epic in this game, and it's been stuck in my head ever since I started writing the script. The music is amazing, it's bright, it matches the colors, it has ups and downs for the challenge, and the simplicity of it just shows how a simple tune is so great. And with that, I've listed only a couple of the things that makes Tetris great. Do you agree or disagree? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And I'd 100% recommend trying out Tetris. You can play free versions on like browsers and stuff like that, or on phones. I hope you have a great day, and remember, life is short. Play great games.